good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us today. I'm so happy to present this topic today. My name is Fátima Blancas. I'm the CEO of IT Proof, and I'm decided to talk this morning about how you can manage your time because as a woman, as a woman around the world, you are facing many troubles to manage your time, to find enough time to do all the things that you have to do in your long day. So, today we will talk about the power to manage time hidden in Microsoft 365 tools, because this tool is very useful, is very common. So you can find many tips this morning in this presentation. Okay. Did you forget to do anything in one day? Have you forgotten anything important? Maybe did you miss a meeting? Then I have bad news for you. Times fly. Then the good news is you are the pilot. You can do that. You can to control the time in your day. Today, we will have a little plan. This is our plan to this presentation. I will set these goals, and I will present who this session is talking with, because it's important that you identify if this topic can work for you. I will present for you some tools around the Microsoft 365 environment. I will present some demos, and at the end, I will tell you some tips and tricks about how you can find more productive ideas. The goals of our session. We will identify the difference among the Microsoft 365 tools, because you have many tools around this environment. You have your Outlook, you have some tools to control your task. Some of those are focused to control your time, and others are focused to control the time of your colleagues, of your people that work in the same building, in the same work. Then, when you have this kind of tools, you need to decide what of these tools are better. So we will talk when you should use each tool. Then we will move on to the demos and the tips and tricks. At the end, we will see the personal task bonus tip. At the end, one tip to control your time with your teammates and with the external people. Then, who this session is talking with, that's very important. People who have struggles nowadays to get their commitments done, team leaders who want to track this task of their projects, all the projects that you are looking to identify the task. This is very important. So many people ask me how they can control the information of their teammates. And then at the end, everyone who loves to discover new and easy ways to do things. That's important thing around the world. It's not only for the people who are working, it's the people who are studying or making some goals, doing other things. So it's important to control your time. It's nowadays a thing that the people are looking to control, to identify how to do. Then the task environment in Microsoft 365 tools. Maybe you have this kind of tools. If you don't, I want to tell you that you can get a free trial if you don't have these times available, if you don't have an account. It's divided in task engines and task hubs. That's important because task engines is only to control um, the information of one activity. You can control many of them, divided all of them in a list, in different kind of arrangements. So if you have to remember something, you can use to do. If you want to control a big plan, a complete project, you can use Planner. But at the end, those things to do on Planner are focused on your task. Then Outlook and Teams are controlling your information around the information that you are sending to the other people, that you are collaborating at the same time. Maybe you only has been using Outlook, or maybe you have the opportunity to use Teams. One of these tools are focused on control the information with others. It's important to see the difference in one of these tools, because sometimes we don't know how to control our activities. And if we see this difference, our activities today will be easier. Then we will see a little demo. Let me move on to Outlook. Why Outlook? Because, as you know, in Outlook, we have a little bar to see our emails, our calendar, and our task. Sometimes we only use the email and the agenda. I have turned on this bar, but I will remove it to show you the first tip of today. In the toolbar, you can see the view option. Then, one of the options you can display is to-do bar. This bar allows you to show your tasks. This is important because how many times you flagged your emails, for example, this, and then you forgot. This is only a part of the activities that you can do in your Outlook, but maybe if you don't know this, you only put this little flag, and then this information go at the same time to your to-do tasks. As you can see, I have many flagged emails. I did this to present to you that you can go to this option, and maybe you never seen that this is a very big list using all the emails that you try to focus on, but maybe you have not enough time, you forgot about that, and then this list can increase a lot. Imagine that. This information is at the same time in your to-do list. You can install the application for your desktop. You can see the information in different forms, but this is the same. This is the important things: my day, planned, email flagged. As you see, I did this. You can change the information that you are seeing. You can change the order, maybe for the importance, the due date, the activities added to your day, to complete the information, or maybe for the name of the task. I will move on to the due date. It's the same, it's a very short list in this case. Okay, I added this to my day. Also, this information can show you the new bar, the new taskbar, or you can insert new list if you want. But let me go back to to-do list to show you some tricks. If you display your task bar here, it's easier that you can manage your time. First of all, as you can see, I have planned many next weeks. If you do that, you can control in better form your time. This is the week view, the month view, and maybe if somebody asks me for a meeting, as I insert many activities in a series, because I do these activities every week, so I prefer to save that time and forget about if that space are available. So it's better for me to insert this task in my schedule. Then, if I need to insert something of my task list, I only need to drag the activity and drop. That's the magic of this taskbar. As you can see, this information was here. For example, Virtual Marathon 2022. I can see this information here. I can look for this information here. For example, here it is, Virtual Marathon. Then next Monday, for example, I have some availability. Then I can move this activity, drag and drop. And here it is. This is only a reminder. This is only a new appointment. You can set your appointment as always. You can change your time, maybe the duration for an hour, maybe invite some attendees. For example, I will close this without change because I want to drag this time only from the agenda. That's possible too. And this is the first trick that I want to tell you today. Imagine how many times you can save if you take 15 minutes at the start of the day, or maybe at the end of the day, to plan your next day, or take 30 minutes at the end of the week to plan your next week. This is very useful. I discovered that I can save many hours around the week if I have my agenda planned. Then move on to the next tip. In To-Do, you can, in Microsoft To-Do, you can insert different kind of list. When you open this feature for the first time, you can see your day, the important activities, plan, email flags, and tasks. These 5 lists are out of the box. always appear out of the box. But if you want, you can create some different lists for your own goals. You only need to click here. I will sign in this case. I will continue. Okay, everything is working. And then I will create a new list. Here it is. For example, I will change the name. International Women's Day 2022. I can share this information with somebody in my organization. That's important. This is only for the people in your organization. I'm using my Microsoft 365 business account. You can invite them through email, or you can copy the link. You can choose a tool if you didn't set that on your computer. And then click the some of your colleagues. For example, I will invite some of them. I will change the subject International Women's Day 2022. And this is the text that Outlook insert default, but you can change it. You can insert anything that you can. Hello, folks. This is an example. And then you can send. Let me show you something. If you didn't know, Microsoft 365 have nowadays many tools behind the scenes working for you. In this time, I have showing this message that is telling me that maybe send some emails outside of our working hours. Our colleagues have didn't see this email because they are doing other things outside of the work. Then maybe you can't receive the reply that you are looking for. Then Microsoft 365 is working for you and showing you the information to take this in count. You can change the time that you can send this email. I'll show you this because maybe it's useful. I can change the delivery time, setting other date, maybe next Monday. For me, today is Saturday. And then you can change the hour. For example, what about noon? Looks a good hour to find time with your colleagues. And then you can click in send. This email will be waiting in your email launch. Here it is. It's waiting for the proper time, and then I can close this option. Now, you can insert some activities. For example, prepare, organize, sounds better. Organize breakfast. Then we can send some swag for women at the company. Or blah, 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 whatever you want to do, you can insert here. And also you can find this list in your Outlook. Here it is. It's working in the same time. It's online. You can change your time and then again. Only you need to drag and drop or set up your task as you do this in your daily basis. It's very easy. If you see, let me show you again. When you open this activity, you have this option. Organize breakfast, the information, status, percent complete, total hours, blah, 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 the activities, the information normal of the activities. But it's separated of your to-do list. If you need to do this as completed, if you need to complete the task, you need to come here, but it will not appear complete in your agenda. That's important. This is a separated element in your Outlook. This is not linked with your to-do tasks. Okay, let me open this and appears at 0% complete. But in our Microsoft To Do, this is complete. This is only a reminder, not the task in your list. That's very important. Then, let me move on. Now we will go to see the demo in your task engines. We see some activities between Microsoft To Do. Now we will move on to Microsoft Planner. Let me show you. You can find Planner in your To-Do, in your Office 365 apps list. It depends if your licensing have this application available. If don't, please ask to your admin to allow you this app. Almost all of the business licensing plans have this application available. It's very easy to use. You can create new plans from here using the button, new plan, but I recommend to you to mix these capabilities with Microsoft 365 Teams included. Let me show you. Why is better? Yes, here it is. It's better if you use Planner from here because you can forget about all of the things that happen from Planner. If you create a plan here, you have to share the information with the people that you need to include in your plan. You have to include one by one. And if somebody left your project, that if that occurs, you have to delete the permissions from all the other things, from the plan, from the sites, from the documents. You know, it's complicated to identify all the information that you share with somebody in a project. You can share many information, many documents, many plans. Then it's better if you use Microsoft Teams to share the information with them. Why? Because you only need to insert a plan from here. You only need to click on the plus tab, then select these options, tags by planner, and create a new plan. Why this is better? Microsoft Teams will work for you. It will insert the people that are now in your team. You only need to worry about the people in your team, and all of those activities, all of those documents are controlled at the same time. Behind the scenes, Microsoft 365 are creating the groups of security, so you can forget about all of those things. You only need to control the information in your team. It's very easy. You only need to put a name. For example, I will insert a name. Financial plan 2022. I will save this. And behind the scenes, Microsoft 365 is working for me. It's inserting all of the permissions, the people allowed to see this. All the information is controlled from here. Trust me, this is very useful. You can save many time doing this and forgetting about the control with, outside of this tool. The only thing that you can manage your team here and add new members, or why not delete somebody using this cross icon. It's so easy. Let me move on again to General tab and then see our, oh, I lost our plan. Let me see, here it is, Financial Planner. We can open our Financial Planner and then add some task. For example, I will insert International Women's Day 2022 new task. I will set a due date for next Tuesday, and I will assign somebody and add a task. It's easier. You can change the information from a list, from a board. You can add new buckets, for example, done, and move your activities for the next bucket. You can see these activities like a chart, or maybe, if you prefer, like a schedule. All of those lists are out of the box. It's very easy to move on from all of those. You know, the information into your planner can be sensitive, can be very complicated to stay in control. So let me show you. You can see your information organized by task and planners, and all your tasks. Do you remember Microsoft To Do? It's included here in Microsoft Teams. You can see the task. You can see the important task that you decided to see here. You can see the planet task. the assigned to you. You can see the grocery shopping list that you maybe created, or you can see the plans in all of your teams. For example, the admin activities, the business process activities, the marketing activities. Wherever you can have a plan, you can see the activities in the same screen. All of your to-do activities and your planner activities are here. So it's easier to change, for example, for schedule and see the information and change all of your list. For example, I want to see the completed activities, what I did, what I need to plan, what I need to move on, wherever appears here. Imagine all of those pieces of information working for you in order to organize your agenda by using these tools. This is amazing. This is very, very useful to save time. Then let me show you. Yeah, we did it this. And then the bonus tips and tricks. Okay. Let me find this. Here it is. The other tool that I want to show you today to complete the bonus is the bookings. Have you seen this? Bookings is very useful. You can do this for your own agenda, or you can do this to control some appointments with your business activities. You can insert some of your staff, for example, for the help desk, for one of your important departments, for the departments that have to make appointments with your customers or with somebody else. The difference between Planner and Microsoft Teams is that these activities showing into Microsoft Teams or in Planner or in Microsoft To Do or in Outlook will appear for your colleagues. It's only available if you share the information with your colleagues, but at the end it's in the same environment. If you need to share the information with outside people, with external people, you can use Microsoft Bookings because it creates a booking page that you can share with somebody. You can only need to copy this link, appears into Microsoft Booking page. Obviously, you have to set up before, but let me show you first the magic of Microsoft Bookings. Here it is. This is your calendar for your customers, for the people outside of your organization. They can select your services. You can insert many services. You can set some prices or not, as you want. You can insert some people to attend this session. They can select one of them. For example, in this case, we have 2 persons here. And Microsoft Bookings, it will set the hours available in the agenda of these persons. If I change, for example, for next Monday, I have some availability. If I move on to next Tuesday, I have less availability than the Monday. In Wednesday is worst. If I need to see this business next Wednesday, I can change from Julio. In this case, he have more availability next Wednesday, or maybe they can change the time. It's so easy. Bookings is looking in the current agenda of all of those people that are selected here. You can have no preference and only decide for the time. Maybe next 14, and in this time is looking for the availability in those agendas. They only need to insert the name, the email, the address. It's optional. You can set these custom fields and then only book the activity. Let me show you how it works behind the scenes. You need to set your business information, the name of your business, the time, the business hours, the services that you will admit or you want to manage here, the staff, the people that you can allow to receive these appointments. You will have a list of customers. The booking page will set by default when you are working on this. If you change something at the same time, booking will change the information. And then you can see the calendar. If you have something here, it will appear here. I will change the information, for example, for my own agenda. I have these set activities because I prefer to allow the people that want to have a meeting with me that they select the better hour, the better business hour. I set up my business hours. I set up the managed services that I want to allow them. For example, 1 hour meeting, 20 minutes meeting, or new proposals, or maybe a task of work. Then, if I want to see the calendar, I can change this for week. Here is one of those. Somebody said this, and I can see the list of customers, all the people that made a meeting with me. Here it is, all of those. Obviously, this list is recorded from all of them, and you can see this in order of the name. It's amazing the things that you can do into Microsoft 365 tools. But let me close this explanation with a trick in the admin portal. I love this trick because sometimes, you are planning your activities at the end of the day, maybe at night, and you need to identify the availability of your colleagues. But obviously, you will not have these bookings for everyone. It's complicated, and these bookings is better for the outside people, not for our colleagues. As you can see, I have a list team, my team, Fátima Blancas team, and it appears many people here. All of those working with me. The only the only thing that you need here is to change in your activity users, in your Active Directory, then you have to set this field. Let me show you. The manager. This is only available for admins of Microsoft 365. So if you can see, you have a space, a field for the manager. You have set some roles, but the manager is the field that make them magic. You can edit or change the manager, or if you have somebody new, maybe this field will appear empty. It is with Julius in this case, or for example, this is outside. This is a user outside of my organization. Let me see this. This is not provider, no one provider in this field like a manager, and you only can add. These people that you can add are linked to your Active Directory. All the people that work in your organization will appear here, so you can only select a people. Here it is one, or for example, here is other, and then you can save the information, or maybe if you need to change, for example, here, I will insert here, I will save the changes, and then when I will open my Outlook, this person will appear here. What is the magic behind here? If you click on this checkbox, you can see the activities on the agenda of this person. You can see the details if the persons share this information with you, if he or she share all of his calendar, or if don't, you can see the availability, but you don't see the details. Why is that? Because you are using a Microsoft 365 environment. This is a safe environment, and you have only the information that the share. In this case, this person is in my team. I can see some of the information in their profile, but not the details of the information. I can see some documents in his Outlook and his OneDrive. I can see the information only in the teams that we are working together, but not in the other tools like his email or his, for example, his OneDrive or other things. Only the information that are available for me, like a manager. Let me show you again the other example. I can see Andrea's details because she shared with me her calendar. So I can see all the details. This is amazing because you can have to talk with them at night, at the end of the day, interrupting them. You know, it's better if you have this information available for you, and you only have to set this in your preference. And to close this session, let me show you a very easy thing. It's so easy. If you need to have a new meeting, let me move on here. I will close the Andrea's agenda. I will create a new meeting, and this is an old style activity, but it's important. Task, maybe you can use this. You only need to insert the people that you want to invite to your meeting. And if you don't want to see all of those tricks, you can use your schedule assistant. Seems strange, but many people don't use this schedule assistant. It's easier. I can't see the details of these people. I only can see my details, the activities of my agenda. But the important part is that these people is not is in my organization, but is not exactly in my team. Let me change because we can see another example. I can see the information. He is available for me. So you can only move this bar and select the time that is better for your activity. And then after complete the start date, the hour, the current time, you can change the current time here, and then you can send. I will delete it because I don't want to send this. Well, thanks for attending my session. I was very happy to share these tips with you. It's amazing the time that you can control behind of these activities. Remember, it's very important that you do this every week, that you take some time at the beginning of your day, that if you insert something in your agenda, don't forget about this. It's a commitment with your own, with yourself. Please take this time and see the magic that you can do through all of your agenda organized.